Hello my friends, welcome back to the channel and welcome back to my beautiful rideshare revolutionaries. It's me, Gio. Y'all know who the fuck it is. Alright, gonna try to go into detail about how figures I'll get a via ping when I'm recording a video. Let's just let this pass. Let's just let this pass. Don't mind that chime. Dun dun. Dun dun. Okay, passed. All right. So, yeah, we're gonna go into detail about like today is super disappointing. Woke up on time, ready to fucking make some money. Right, I was in the car at like 4:13 a.m. I think, or I think it might have actually been a bit later. But everything went wrong today. Absolutely everything. And I think it's kind of comical, because it also reinforces the stuff I've been saying for years, right? Now, I'm gonna go in detail about it. Was all kind of like many things contributed to this morning being a fucking nightmare. But first, I have to address this. So I was watching. I was doing a little bit of digging on Trip. You know, the totally legit company that has career scam artists as their main influencer. So I saw a video when I was looking up Trip to see if there's anybody else has made video. Because here's the thing, there's only a couple different types of videos coming out about Trip. There's the people who are shilling for it, who are saying don't worry, coming soon, and then there are people that are critical thinkers and telling you run far away from it. And there's really nothing else in between. But I did watch a video where Kimberly's CEO, Drive Her, made a video about this new app that's apparently in Atlanta. And I was like, oh, this is interesting. I never heard about this, because I guess there was a viral story last week about a rapper turned rideshare driver that is apparently like, I don't know, something is involved with this new app, right? And couldn't help but notice on their homepage, pullupandgo.com, the rideshare revolution is here. Here's the thing, I don't think I've ever called myself the rideshare revolution. I mean, yeah, I do. I used to. The leader of the rideshare revolution, the rideshare rock star. Yeah, I mean, I haven't done that in a while. Fuck, should I just get a marketing job? What's going on? Like, I know I'm one of the only creative people on the platform for rideshare. I mean, I'm saying it with humility. There's not a lot of creativity in terms of people that make videos, because again, I'm not calling them content creators on YouTube in the rideshare category. But creative enough for other people to copy me, right? I think the only other person that's been copied this much on YouTube that's Uber and Lyft related is Ryan is Driving. Everyone, there's like 4 or 5 different channels that have is driving. Right? Not the most creative thing ever, but it's okay. You know, trying to kind of follow the leader as such. And this isn't the only time I've noticed this. I've noticed a couple Trip influencers try putting rideshare revolution in their handles on Instagram, and there was another channel that said that. So I just think it's funny that yeah, essentially there's no creativity on the internet. Gotta yank it from whoever you can, obviously. So I thought that was funny. So let's get back on topic. Okay, I was watching Legal Eagle this morning and got another via ping. Go figure. Haven't had a ping in an hour and a half, and I get a via ping. Go figure. Okay, that's not where I want to start. Where's that ping? There it is. This is where the fun started. January 24th, 4:15 a.m. I got a ping that was essentially a minimum fare for all of 2.5 minutes and less than a mile, $2.44 plus $2 in cash. Now, a lot of you are going to be like, oh, that's not so bad. No, it's not so bad. That's when I was pinged. from where I was to go get that passenger was nearly 8 miles. So I made $4.44 for probably 15 minutes and 8.5 miles. Not the best start to the day. Okay. But here's the funny thing is, like, I talked about this before on my channel. You do kind of get a feel for things doing this, right? You do just kind of like get this. You feel like you can kind of predict how things are going to go. Like, I remember when I was going to get this passenger, because I lost my trip duration because I had a shared cancellation yesterday. So yesterday, going into the day, I was at 91% acceptance rate for the last 100 rides. And then if you cancel on someone, they ding your acceptance rate on Lyft. I know it doesn't sound right, but it is. Because I don't think I turned down any rides. No, I turned down 2 rides yesterday. But then I had a cancellation and that fucked up my acceptance rate. So I'm like, okay, I want to get that back. So that's why I took this ride. I remember as I was on the way to go get this passenger, I'm like, okay, this is one of 2 things. Employee, and she's probably not going, or he or she's probably not, oh no, it was a she, yeah. Employee, and she's probably not going that far, or someone that's had a thirsty Thursday going on drinking, and they're probably not going too far. And I was right, it was an employee. So then my next ping, where is it? There it is. My next ping was a $6 fare for, let's just say 3.75 miles and 12 minutes. But if you look closer, you'll notice I got the ping at 4:30. So I got that ping minutes after dropping off the IHOP ride. Right, that's right. So I went on Google Maps and I kind of, yeah. And I kind of, that's not where the pastor lived, by the way. That was kind of where I remembered where I picked him up. So it took me roughly 13 miles, I think it was 14 actually, to go get this passenger. And keep in mind, I didn't have trip duration or direction, so it's anyone's guess where he's going. Part of me was like, this guy's going further west, right? And what have I said on my channel? You usually, if you end up going in one direction, you stay going in that direction. So if you end up going further west, or if you end up going west, odds are very good you're going to end up going further west, right? So I dropped this guy off. Where's that ride? For all of $6.14. So I'm at $10.60 for roughly 30 miles maybe. It's already a bad morning, and I haven't even been on app for an hour, and I'm at 30 cents per mile. Really rough start to the day, right? And I am in my, you guys want it, you can look, I am in my GMC. I'm not in my Infinity right now, so I'm stuck doing economy, and if I get lucky, doing a Lux ride. So at this point, it's 5:06. I do not want to be driving in the suburbs at 6 a.m. Demand's going to be lower. You might get the long airport ride. You might get the long ride into city. You might get those rides. The more reliable rides are in the city. So what do? I set my filter from McCormick Place, from wherever the fuck I was out west. And then I went on Google Maps, and where's that stupid screenshot? There it is. Then I proceeded to eat 39 miles because I did not get a ride. So at this point in the day, I'm at about $10 for 70 miles, roughly 70 miles. That is horrible. Absolutely fucking horrible. So then I got my snacks, I got my caffeine, and I'm like, okay, I'm just going to wait it out. I'm going to see if the power zone loads up. I'm going to turn on Via because Via had a decent promo this morning. And then I waited, and then a Power Zone did load. Our Power Zone did show up for $11.04. I went over there, loaded it up. At this point, I still don't have trip duration. And since I already burned a filter, I didn't feel like burning my other one. So then I went over there, I turned Lux on, loaded up the Power Zone, and then I got this ping going to the second, like, this is probably the worst ride I could have gotten on that. I'd rather go to O'Hare. Because at least with O'Hare, you can get some rides around there. There will be the unavailability of rides around O'Hare. Not exactly waiting at the airport, but there'll still be some rides around the airport at O'Hare. At Midway, your odds are just as good. You're going to end up going further south. So, I dropped them off. I remember I saw the luggage. Because I figured, even though I saw the luggage and I didn't get a 30-minute plus notification or a 45 plus notification when I got the ping. So that kind of let me know it wasn't O'Hare. When I saw the luggage, I knew it was Midway, and I'm like, fuck. Out loud, I think I said. If I was any closer, they would have heard me. But I completed the ride, and then I kept on driving. Traffic going back up north is really heavy at this time. So, and that was around 7. I dropped them off at 7:10. So I drove back up, going towards the highway. I went east. I noticed there was a Power Zone about 1.5 miles away. Loaded up the Power Zone. Got my next ping. Keep in mind, I'm on the south side. And what happens when you end up going south? You only go further south. Grrr. And at this point, I started to get frustrated because I'm seeing in my group chat, some guys are getting $12, $15, $17 Power Zones, which I got none of. So instead of getting nice, decent Power Zones, I get stuck with people taking their laundry 3 blocks down the street on a shared ride, and someone else going a decent distance, but still. And then but I think that's just, like I said, that just reinforces what I always say. Like, there's a reason I don't like going too far west. You only end up going further west, and then you're gonna be stuck eating miles coming back. There's a reason I don't like driving the south side. Most of the time, you only end up going further south. And yes, obviously, there are people going north. It does happen. One of my last rides of this morning before 10 a.m. was someone going from like 47th Street to the Loop. It does happen, but most of the time you're going further south. Yeah. So this morning I made before 10 a.m. I think I was at $90 for like 5 hours and 40 minutes, and easily 100 and, I mean, if I was at 70 miles, I'm gonna have to do the math. Easily 130 miles. Easily, probably more. I might be shorting the math a little bit, but at least 130 miles. So, but it all started with that one minimum fare shared ride. So yeah, painful start to the day, and I don't really see it getting much better. Got some more shit to do today, but yeah. Again, just kind of reinforcing what I've been telling you guys. I wish I had trip duration today. I would have taken the hit on that shared ride, because I would not have driven 12 minutes for $2. It's just not happening. And obviously, even if I did do that one, there's no way in hell I would have driven 20 minutes to make $6. And that's not including the time. Like, yeah. That was just to go get the passenger. That doesn't include the time spent completing the trip. So, yeah, I mean, rough start to the day. It happens. There's the great days that you're just like, oh my God, everything worked out perfectly. And then there's the horrible days where nothing works out at all. And today's one of those days. So, yeah, you got to take the good with the bad out here, right? It happens. But that's all I got for this one. Hope you all enjoyed the video. Everyone, please stay safe, stay driven, stay classy. I'll talk to you next time. Bye-bye.